Hey everybody, Pro Trader Mike. Sunday night? No, it's not. It's Monday night. We had that extra day, so I'm making the video newsletter special for you right here. Going to go over the newsletter because this week there's so many picks. Rather than typing all of the details out, I'm going to go through the details with you. We're going to fly Mojo. Here we go. Standard disclaimer as I put in all the newsletters. Week of 9/7. Mojo swing trade structure. All the picks have an emphasis on the Mojo small cap style of swing trading. The Mojo swing trade newsletter contains the high probability swing trade setups. All picks come with detailed charts, entries, exits, and mental stop prices. The model portfolio has some longer term holds labeled on the spreadsheet, and all current picks are from the previous newsletters. The swing members area on the website is now down and going to be is removed because these are not up there anymore. But the archive and the model portfolio is available for the members. The swing trade newsletter comes in PDF and video format. You're getting the video format tonight. Every Sunday night, you get 2 to 5 new picks, the watch list, and approximately 2 video updates per week. Mental stops should be followed as the spreadsheet. You can always contact me. Average hold is 6 to 8 days. And we do Heinz trade plays, earnings trade plays, and great chart setups like bottom bouncers, base breakouts, cup and handles, etc. How to do the Heinz trade play and scaling. Mojo scaling. How to buy picks. Answer. The top 3 in order. Okay, so take the top 3 picks. That's a spelling mistake. I'll fix that. Start with number 1 as the primary choice. Got to fix that too. And then number 2, and then number 3. Place more weight on the number 1 pick than the number 2, than the number 3. Split them up like a pizza pie and you're good to go. How does Mojo scale into those trades? Answer. Start all positions with 2 buys in the same day. In that first day, start with entry number 1. This is the first and the smallest buy just to get an entry. Then buy number 2, twice as many shares, either which way it goes, higher or lower. This buy is just to test the price to see which direction it's going to move. If it goes higher, keep it tight, buy close. If it goes lower, be patient and buy a couple of increments lower. The next day, the stock's going to either move higher or lower than that, and then you buy number 3. Okay? And that's how it works. What's the Heinz trade play? Mojo works with great consistency when a stock's under an even number like 2, 4, 7, 14, 22. As it approaches the 60, 80, 90 cent increment just below the whole number, the momentum takes it through, brings the stock through at mini highs of the 50-cent integers that are in between the dollar integers. Why does Mojo call it the Heinz? When you open up a new bottle of ketchup, you turn it over. It does not pour out when you turn it over. In fact, it goes real slow in anticipation until it gets very close to the rim and then explodes out, crosses that whole number and or mini Heinz. Can't help it. So selling for profits. When a new pick goes up, start scaling out the same way you scaled in 1, 2, and 3. Start scaling out 1, 2, and 3. 5%, 10%, 3%, 20%. Whatever the stock gives you, it'll tell you. You should watch your portfolio at least once or twice per day. You'll have time to move on it, no problem. I send out the signals as well. Maximize the trade by raising the mental trailing stop on the other half until it reverses and then sell it. Don't ever sell the second half lower than the first. And Mojo monitors stocks with all mental stops. We don't use physical stops because the market makers can see the stop orders in the order book, and it makes it hard for the stock to go higher when cheap shares are being offered under the bid. Stop orders become market orders when they're hit, so we don't use physical stops on Mojo as we scale in 3 to 4 times for trade play. Every pick comes with a mental stop. 5 to 10% is a normal fluctuation and should be monitored accordingly, according to the price action and volume. Price action beyond 15% should be sold for a loss if the stock is going down on bad news. Pro Trader Mike will be in contact you at 10%, letting you know what's happening. If we're going to be buying more, we're going to be cutting it loose. Don't wait for me to cut a loss. Any doubt, just send me an email, info@MOJO Day Trading. I get right back to you. We've been spot on for Mojo. We called the Dow drop at 18,100. We have UVXY. We have JNUG and Nugget, which we've traded 15 times in a row. Quite spectacular for the update on the swing picks that are going on in the swing portfolio. Here's the portfolio right here. Going to add 12 watch lists and 10 new stocks. We're in a big cash position because we've just been taking profits here this month, trading a little Nugget, trading a little JNUG. Threw a little bone on that little thing, $1,000 there, and everything else we're pretty much up on and winning. So let me go right into the picks this week. So remain quick and nimble. I'm going to do a live update as I always do on Monday or Tuesday. Here's the comic strip. He goes, oh, there goes Pro Trader. Ooh, look at me. I'm a Mojo trader. I follow Pro Trader Mike. I love that one. That's a good one. Top 10 picks, folks. They're not in any order. They're in size order, from smallest to largest, depending upon, and I'll let you know which ones I like the best, 1, 2, and 3. Dara, we've already owned and already have sold and taken a profit, but I want to put it back in. Dara right here, I think we let go of it at the end of last month at 94 cents. Dara, we've owned it 89, sold it at 92. Dara 89, sold it at 90, right there. So what I want to do is, my position was closed high of 90. I want to buy Dara back. It's got right here, follow my mouse. Loss of 9, loss of 6, loss of 3, loss of $1.94, loss of 63, 55, and 32. Huge growth, increase estimates for next year. Small float, has some funds. 329% increase, 300% increase, 306% increase, and 141% increase. It's in a really nice cup right here. It's in a smaller cup right here, and it's looking to go up and test through 94 and go test $1.03 and $1.05, and it could make a nice breakout into the $1.20 range. I really like Dara. Volume's not huge, but I like it. Let's go to the next one. BBLU. I like this one a lot also. Has a new CEO. This thing was a stock back here around $3, $4 a share. It's at 87 cents, really undervalued, going to move to $1 on 7 times the volume. Has a bigger company, but growing at 100%, loss of 29, making 1, then making 2, 2.7, 254% to 3.6 and 94%. With a new CEO, I like this thing, easy to go through $1, Blue Earth, BBLU. Next one, Atos, 87 cents, loss of 70, loss of 50, loss of 38, 27 million, 2%, 500,000, 1.9 and 2.7, growing at 999% increase on a strong base across this red line at 82, 80, and 80. It's at 87. I see it going to test $1.10 on some insider buying right there, easy. So I got 3 really nice ones that are right in that 90-cent range, which is 90% that it's going to move through Heinz. This quarter is going to disappear. A new box is going to come in. It's going to be really nice. It'll be 0.5, 1.9, 2.7, and then whatever it is, this box will be erased. The stock will be up here in the $1.77 range. IPDN has this one you can't really buy. I have it more as a watch, but it's really undervalued. It has 7,400 shares traded. So this one can't really trade unless the volume comes in as average at 93,000. Loss of 46, loss of 33, loss of 7, huge growth, insider buying, 61%, 572, 763, and 910% increase on insider buying, low of $1.54. I see this thing cruising to $2 per share. Going to test that $1.54, came with 50 cents, way oversold. 14.6 million in the float, 33% owned by funds. Cha-ching, but you can't buy it until the volume creeps up. So let me show you the next one. CERE. I like this one. This one is a buy. Has a tiny, tiny float. I like the float. 4% owned by funds. It hit 480, 404, 369, and 448. Guess what? Let's hit it 4 again from $1. Thing made a huge run last week on 22 million. 15.8 million, and 4.5 million. Now it's at 300,000. It'll trade millions again. It'll fly up. We got a base down here at 93 cents and $1. I really like this stock down here as well. Going to be added into the portfolio at $1. Alexa, Mini Heinz, $1.50, 19 million in the flow, 12% owned by funds. Increase estimates for 2 years. Loss of 2, loss of $1.19, and then 83. Real nice. $500,000, 1.5. Oh, this is the, let me see this. Hold on. Oh, that was Atos. Yeah, Atos. Same little thing. Same little spike up. Look at that. See that little spike up? Kind of. So we have a little spike on this one as well, on a volume spike, on a test, $1.20, $1.25, and $1.38. It's right there at $1.30. So it could go fill in this gap right here. Got some volume, 193 versus 43, 4 times the volume. Like it. 1.9, 0.7, 1.5, and 0.5. That quarter will be crossed out. They'll do 1.9 versus 0.5, a huge increase. And this stock with a small float will refill in this gap back up to $2. Mini Heinz 150 trade play. Plug, no brainer. Look at it in this box right here. It's got a ceiling of 285, 285, 285, a ceiling of 285. It's at $1.72. It's got a bottom down here of $1.56. I mean, it's rock solid strong. These are ceilings because this is the bottom, 260, 260, 240, 240. So I think it goes up and hits the ceiling right here. It's way, way oversold and comes back up. 4 quarters of nice earnings, increased estimates, increased growth. I've played it before to $11 per share right there. I like it at $1.72 to go back to $2. Throw a bone at it. AMFI, we bought it at 330. We sold it at above 4. I like it back at 4. So the people that want to add this thing back in, good growth, think it's way oversold on some bad news that came out, but the news is not that bad. Cone. Can't really play this one, but I really like it. We're going to put a very big focus on it because it's 1.4 million in the float. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. Loss of $6, loss of $3, loss of a penny. That's huge. Used to be a $54 stock. Doing 1.3 million, 1.3 million, 4 million, and 4 million. Growing at 500%, 500%, 91 relative strength. Stock hit 4, 7, 6, and 7. It's now at 412 on 13,000. Once it gets up to 7,500,000, keep an eye on this thing. It traded 2.8 million right up here in this little strong range. We need volume to increase, and this thing will come into play. So this thing's on a pick, but a low volume alert. So this thing's going to have to be tweened into. So we'll just keep an eye on it, and I'll let you know how you can tween into that thing. Buy 100 shares here, 500 shares here, and that's pretty much it until the volume increases. But the chart is immaculate and amazing, so I really like it. Here's SMED, 81,000 versus 51,000, right at Heinz, $8. Here's a little cup on it right here. It's going to shoot up higher with a 98 relative strength. 7 million, 8 million, 6 million, and 9 million with a 700% increase. 200 and 100 increase estimates for 2 years. 7 cents, 21 and 42 is huge. 15 million small and 9% is good. This stock should easily go through Heinz, $8 per share, and it's got some volume. So people that want a bigger one, there you go. So we've gone from $8 per share to $4 per share, $4 to $1.70, $1.30, $1.10, 97, 87, 87. So I'm going to definitely put some couple thousand shares of Dara, couple thousand shares of BBLU, couple thousand shares of Atos. This one can't buy yet, but we'll watch it. This one, totally putting a couple thousand CERE. Alexa, I may put just half of a couple thousand, but I like it. Plug, I'll throw a bone at that thing. ANFI, same thing. Cone can't do because of the volume, but we'll watch it. SMED, I'm not going to really play unless this thing really makes a move considerably through $8. But this one I'm probably not going to buy because I like the smaller ones. But for the people that do, there you go. Knock yourself out. Let's go to the watch list. Any one of these stocks that move over 5% is going to be coming into play. Look at these charts. Streamline Health. All this insider buying with a new CEO with a low to medium float of 18.7 and 35% owned by funds. It's got a huge cup right here and another cup right here at 285, goes test $3. BTX, insider buying right there. It's at 322, going to go test 350. It's got some nice growth, 1.2, 1.9, 1.3, 2.0 on 81%. Cha-ching is a record. Stock should really go. It's at 322. DCTH, 12 million in the float, 3% owned by funds, from a loss of $13 to $5 to $1.80. It's priced in down here with a new CEO. Stock just ran to $1.92 on some insider buying. It's at 50 cents on 1.2 million, which is 3 times the volume. Stock could easily move to 70 cents. Mold, loss of 26, making 94, making $1.66, making $1.66. Are you kidding me? 67 million, IPO at $13. Stock's at 95 cents. I really like this one. This thing starts to move up towards 99 cents. I'm going to buy it. It's going to fill in this gap right here. Look at that, $1.53. Stock was $9. This thing may be a hidden little gold mine, so we're going to watch Mold very, very carefully to move through $1. CBMX, also really nice increase estimates for 2 years on some insider buying, 4 quarters of nice growth. It's in a base right here of $1.11. We're keeping an eye on it. Low volume, 18.3. WGA, decent volume 2 times on a small float of good funds. Last 2 quarters nice of 200 and 300. Stocks at 92 cents with a good 87% relative strength. Could easily break out and go to $1 and test that 94, 95 right there. SVM, it's a metal stock. Picking one up, 244% growth next year. Stock's 500%. Got a nice couple of quarters of growth. It's really priced in down here at 71 cents. Could easily move back to 90, no problem. DGAS, I think it's going to, off this base right here, it's not going to come down, but it's going to go retest the top of this 9, 9, 9, and 9. Make a move on 12.1. The last 3 quarters, this thing's an ETF, could really go. RMGN, tiny volume, just watching it in this base right here for a while with a new CEO. Good fundamentals from a loss of $5 to losing 17 cents on 9.3 million. It's got some potential. ULBI, tiny, tiny volume. It's just on the radar watch. It's bigger at 485, but it is breaking out, so volume can come in. It's traded 1.1 in the past and has 2 quarters of niceness over there on not big of a company, but some nice mutual funds, ULBI. And the last one, which is tiny, tiny, I just threw it up just because it's got the Ken Slim fundamentals, tiny, tiny float, 5.8, got some funds, insider buying, new CEO. It has traded 384, 72, and 33. Last quarter's nice. No volume, though, but it does way oversold at $1.24. Used to be up here at $3. Just keep an eye on it. It's in a different sector, and I think that's the last one as a bottom bouncer. And that's the Mojo Swing Trade video newsletter for September 7th, Monday, the Labor Day special with 10 picks. Everybody keep it profitable. You're flying with the Mojo. Pro Trader Mike signing off. Peace. See you tomorrow.